Welcome to our audio commentary coverage. This broadcast is not an official product of this competition.
And it's a West London derby, Fulham versus Chelsea from Craven Cottage. Two new managers for these two clubs and two managers who know each other very well. Former teammates at Real Madrid and Liverpool started a new journey at their two new clubs. Xabi Alonso managing Chelsea, Alvaro Arbeloa managing Fulham. And both these managers, of course, took part in taking charge of Real Madrid last season. Xabi Alonso starting the league campaign with Real Madrid, being dismissed in January, and then Arbeloa taking over Real Madrid after him. So let's get into team news. There's a hug and embrace by the two managers who've known each other for a very long time, the two Spaniards. Fulham have won their opening game in just one of the last six Premier League seasons. They've drawn 2, lost 3, beaten Everton back in 23-24. It's been 3 years so they've won on opening day. They have selected Elena in goal, Robertson, Cuenca, Bassi and Constantia at the back four, Berg and King the midfield two, Palacios off the left-hand side makes his Fulham debut. 8.5 million signing from Real Madrid, Palacios. Iwobi's in the 10, Oscar Bob off the right-hand side, and Gonzalo Garcia is another player that's been signed from Real Madrid. He leads line for Fulham. While Chelsea, there's no European football after finishing 10th last season under Liam Rossinio and Enzo Maresca in their campaigns. They have Robert Sanchez in goal, Echempo, Lacroix and Kogo the back three, Molo Gusto, James, Lavia and Hato the four midfield. Palmer, João Pedro and Rogers, of course, finally took charge of Chelsea the back end of last year. Well, Chelsea have failed to win their opening game of the Premier League season each of their last 3 seasons. They've drawn 2, lost 1, last going 4 without a win was back in 1996 and 1999. Only in 2026 so far, Man United have won more home games than Fulham. There is a minute silence for Kevin Keegan, the England legend who managed Newcastle, played for Liverpool. He is being commemorated for his time here at Fulham. So Kevin Keegan, who passed away in the summer, is being celebrated at the cottage. So just have a moment of reflection. It was a moment of applause for the banks of the River Thames, right on the edge. Fulham versus Chelsea. Well, we've seen upsets already this weekend with Hull City beating Manchester United. We've seen the champions start ever so strong against Coventry on Friday night. Man City coming from behind to beat Bournemouth. Liverpool getting a late penalty to draw against Newcastle. Villa humbled in the South Coast. Everton beating Crystal Palace. Leeds getting a late winner. Now we see the remaining 2 to complete the opening weekend. Chelsea in all blue, Fulham white shirts, black socks and white socks. Shooting from left to right, Fulham. They've got the ball in their centre backs with Bassi back to Leno. Leno bright green jersey. The pitch looks immaculate at Craven Cottage. And since the start of March, Chelsea have the fewest points of any side not to be relegated from the Premier League last season. The Blues lost 8 of their 11 games. And a through and goal here could be a perfect start. João Pedro inside a minute. And Chelsea are rampant in the derby. And it's the perfect start for Xabi Alonso and his Blues. Just like that, they take the lead in the West London derby. Fulham 0, Chelsea 1. João Pedro on the score sheet already this season. Wow. A bright start. It's a strong header straight down the middle. Palmer on towards João Pedro through the heart of Fulham. He just dinked it past Leno, who was out of his goal. And it's taken less than a minute for Chelsea to score in this derby. Xabi Alonso's men, I spoke about the fact that they've had the fewest points any side not to be relegated from the Premier League. The Blues lost 8 of their last 11 in this period, winning 2, drawing 1. Most of any in the top flight, but it's a new season, it's a new period, it's a new era, it's new management. But it's João Pedro with a new number on his back who has taken the lead and scored for Chelsea. So 1-0 in the derby. Can you believe it? So quickly. Xabi Alonso said to be the 27th manager to take charge of at least one Premier League game with Chelsea, overtaking Tottenham Hotspurs, many side. Just 2 of the Blues' last 8 managers won their first league game in charge. Here's Oscar Bob for Fulham, who just getting started, to be honest. Well, there's no surprise that's the fastest goal of the new season. How quick as that? Arbeloa, well, he is off his bench, arms crossed. The Fulham manager. 30 seconds that goal. How quick that was. It's a really, really, really good start there. See Manchester City still after Enzo Fernandez, who's on the bench at the moment. Leno. 31 seconds it took, the exact number. Lavia has the ball inside the middle for Chelsea. Now back for James. João Pedro now to Rodgers in the pockets. Rodgers will go for goal. It's blocked well by Fulham. The front three of Rodgers and João Pedro and Palmer. The deadly front three, 117 million on his Premier League debut for Chelsea. Lurking outside the penalty area there, and almost finding the back of the net. First corner of the game goes to the visitors who have the lead from João Pedro's opener. Rodgers takes it short to Palmer, edge of the box to Reece James. Chelsea captain on that far side, wins another throw-in. Bright start from Chelsea. Many predict Chelsea to be in the conversation for European places, maybe possibly more. And he put them to be the nearest challengers for Arsenal. They take on Arsenal a week on Sunday, September the 6th. This is the audio commentary of that. There's a little slip. Oh, and left put Colwell on with Oscar Bob here. And what is the referee going to decide? It's just going to be a yellow card. I felt that it was going to be enough cover, but Colwell just slipped a little bit there. 30 yards inside his own half. The ball was played back. Lacroix, and he just stallied. So no, that could easily have been a red card. But maybe there was just enough covering play as Colwell recovering from an ACL injury at the top end of last season. Lucky to see just yellow. Another day, that could easily have been maybe another colour. Levi Colwell booked his first booking. So Iwobi to swing this in. The Nigerian puts his right hand up, putting left footed, headed out by the Blues. Comes out to Robertson. This has been linked away from Craven Cottage. Of course, a moment of reflection of Marco Silva's time at Fulham. He left Fulham in the summer. It's led to Arbeloa taking over Fulham. It's now João Pedro in the pockets, racing forward against Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob just takes it away, and we're throwing down the near side. 2-0, Chelsea 1. Colwell trying to put through into the middle. Lavia. Into the centre circle goes to Cole. Cole. Now back to Haito. Palmer. Just dropping deep and find a bit of room. Back to Chempong. Chempong now onto Palmer. James in the midfield. Interesting position next to Lavia. Interesting, we think about where Caicedo is at the moment. Got a little knock. Of course, Henderson's got a risk injury. Got Welbeck, Quenda, Neto, Gittings, Esteval on the bench, Barco. Think about Caicedo to come in. A strong Chelsea team. Lacroix infield to Lavia. Ball down towards the left side. It's now with Rogers. Fulham 0, Chelsea 1. Timed at 31. João Pedro has scored the quickest ever goal on a match day 1 in Premier League history, making an impression instantly. Lovely chest down to Gonzalo Garcia, and Chelsea having control of possession now. Really able to play their football in West London. They're feeling comfortable on Derby Day. Here's Palmer approaching the penalty area. Cole Palmer in it, checks a shot, and Leno is able to pick the ball up and bounce it a few times. Bundled into Rogers. Fulham 0, Chelsea 1. Live audio commentary for you tonight. We'll have the opening weeks of the Premier League season. Live audio commentaries for you. We're able to listen to Crystal Palace versus Manchester City on Friday night. Bundesliga open up between the champions Bayern and Stuttgart also on Friday. Nottingham Forest travel to Anfield in the early kickoff in the Premier League. Domestic football starting thick and fast, and you can keep up to date with the transfers on the transfer tracker, I should say. Tracker on the website and app. You can download the app wherever you get your apps from. It goes long towards João Pedro from the Chelsea defender. It's comfortably gathered by Leno, and he rolls it out towards Bassi. Bassi now in field towards Oscar Bob. Back now towards Cuenca. Takes his time. Cuenca now, but Robertson to the left of him. Plays it to Iwobi. Now it's with Cuenca. Back to Bassi. To towards Bassi, going to the right hand side. Can Castagna get there? He's up against Hato. Hato Lumis played the ball out to Cowell. He does get there back in the penalty area. Castagna comes back to Oscar Bob. Low ball in. Cleared away by Chelsea. And Oscar Bob comes back again at it. Fulham now getting back into the game 10 minutes in. He creates the angle here. There's a lot of space. Low crossing comes for kick. Bergen Iwobi the midfield too. And it's their first corner. Hooked in by Bob, looking towards that face, gathered well by Sanchez. The ball's met well by Palacios, can't keep it in after initially winning the ball off a blue shirt on the far side. Good work from the Chelsea goalkeeper. I think he needs a good season. On 2 of the 9 appearances as a player versus Chelsea. Alvaro Arbeloa. Now to Sanchez, helps on its way to Cowell. Press from Fulham. Chelsea just feeling all comfortable in their back line. It's Hato in left-sided position. It goes up. It's headed out by Rogers. So now back with Robinson. Head there by COYI. Back to Palmer. Palmer throwing his forward. Now to João Pedro. Through on goal here. Pedro. He's apprehended by Bassi. Good defending from Bassi. He stood him up, the Brazilian, and got the ball away. Good defending from him. And it's a crunching challenge from Lavitz. Poor challenge from the Belgian player. The referee will be quick to throw another yellow card. 2 Chelsea players now in the book. Lavia and COYI. Fulham 0, Chelsea 1. This is a flash score audio commentary from the Premier League last game of the opening weekend. That's it. Infield now to Iwobi. Field to Robinson. Back to Robinson. It's now laid back to Cuenca. Now. Leno on his goal line. Lays it back towards Bassi. Bassi under pressure from Rogers. Good pressing from Morgan Rogers. Trying to feed that back to Pedro. To João Pedro, sorry, I should say. Pedro Neto's on the bench. Chris James just apprehended it. Chelsea the early lead, 31 seconds. João Pedro from a Palmer ball. Bob. Back to Castagna. Chelsea pressing really high on Fulham. Bob, and that will be a throw it. So now to was COYI. Chempo under pressure. Once again, it's Palacios. Below. Most of that press surely went out of play, and it did. That will be a corner kick. Sanchez. Just a bit nervous at the back. Robert Sanchez. Fulham 0, Chelsea 1. I don't know what he was waiting for. Did the whole ball go out of play? Yeah, it clearly did. Clearly doing out of play. The official in the near side was able to see that. So Oscar Bob takes it short. I think the ball was rolling when he took it. So Oscar Bob to take this corner. It was just rolling because of the wind. Summer's evening at Craven Cottage. Fulham 0, Chelsea 1. So whipped in, left footed, headed out by COYI. Back to Bob. I'll go out for a throw in. Over the penalty area. Castagna will take it. Takes it straight away. Finds a bit of room here for King. King back to Iwobi. Inside Chelsea's half still though, Fulham. Shooting from left to right. Shooting to where the Chelsea fans are situated. Berg was able to find Iwobi. Fulham 0, Chelsea 1. Wasn't that player just behind? Down the line by Lacroix. Leno's there. Cuenca. They ball in. Good work. Touched by Fulham, who have the ball inside Chelsea's half. It's Garcia turns. Goes on a little bit of a run. Feeds it to Robertson, who goes out and wins the throw-in for Fulham on that far side. Inside the centre circle they move. Now looking towards Berg. Berg puts the ball to the right. Berg. Found his way back to Fulham now. Edge of the penalty area. Good work by COYI. And Lacroix was there just to intercept. Cuenca. Back and forward. It's now with Iwobi. Iwobi. It's back to Bassi. Bassi outside his own penalty area. Laying it brought back towards Leno. To Bassi. Leno. Pressure now, and Iwobi gets to Berg. Fulham find it difficult to, Chelsea very strict in their press. They'll hound the goalkeeper and the defenders. Seems to be a blue shirt alongside every white. Man-to-man pressing in this formation. It's Xabi Alonso so successful at Bayer Leverkusen. A wonderful season back in 2024, winning the Bundesliga and the DFB Pokal Trophy. Gets to the Europa League final, only losing one game across the season, being at final against Atalanta. Lacroix. On to James. Palmer. Lacroix. There's the ball now towards Cowell. Ball to Hato. Hato. Oh, he does well. He sparkles past one. He goes past another one. He's driving through here, Hato. Oh, just the final ball. Just the part where he needed to edge it forward, but Palmer's won it back for him. And then Iwobi's nicked it. And there was Robertson. He's laid the ball to left to Palacios. Palacios now for Fulham inside his own half. Gives the ball back to Iwobi. Iwobi down to Berg. Berg. He's in field. Oh, it's given away, Berg. And it's Reece James who's nicked in really quickly. Here's João Pedro to James. Lavia. Field to Lacroix. Far back to Hato. So now in towards Lavia. There's the ball towards that right side. Chempon. Behind the room now to Mauro Gusto. Mauro Gusto plays it forward. Palmer approaching the byline. There's the ball to the left. Doesn't swing it in. Still with Cole Palmer. Goes back to Mauro Gusto. To the penalty area. 3 around him. Chelsea now outside the D with Lacroix on his Premier League debut for Chelsea. Moved from South London to West, making his debut in the West London derby with Berg. It's strong on the tackle, strong winning the ball back for Fulham, and they've given it away. Here's Rodgers. Rodgers trying to find it back to Palmer. Robertson is brave in heading the ball back to Rodgers. Palmer's through here. Palmer has the shots blocked, and Fulham find it really difficult to get out of their own penalty box. In and off. And pin back. Chelsea on top. Another high ball into the penalty area. Hato. Visible back towards Palmer. Palmer twisting and turning. Cleared away. Get a long ball forward by Garcia. Garcia's up against Lacroix. Far. Just kicks it away. Gonzalez still has it. And then now it's Bob. Goes towards right. And, that'll be a corner after the save coming in from Sanchez. Good work from King. And you can see the pressing systems when it works. Really, really well. So Iwobi, he'll take this corner from the near side. It was Oscar Bob last time, so puts his left hand up. Iwobi, right foot ball in, low ball in. It does find a white shirt. Comes back out and the shot goes over the bar. When teed up, Palacios took the effort after it was Oscar Bob who was able to pass the ball to him. 20 gone. Here, Fulham 0, Chelsea 1. Audio commentary for you from Flash Score. He's going now towards. So it's down Robinson. And towards Cuenca. Batty outside the own penalty area. Just been able to control proceedings. Well, it's been a game where possession's been quite. 53% for Fulham, 47% for Chelsea. Chelsea with, of course, 2 shots on target, 1 coming in 31st second. But, Fulham just still posing a threat as they go down the right-hand side through Josh King. King driving forward now, approaches the bar. Low ball comes in. And there was no one in a white shirt. It does come back out to Berg, who'll have a little swipe. And it just blocked well by Reece James. Still alive here, though, for Fulham, outside the penalty area. Low ball comes in. Back to Oscar Bob. Back to Berg. Berg inside for Josh King. All this operating outside Chelsea's penalty area, down the right-hand side. Bassey's there also. Fulham 0, Chelsea 1. It's an attractive game so far. Chelsea heavy attacking threat with Palmer, João Pedro and Rodgers. But when Fulham do get into that final third, able to open the gaps, and there's a ball that's blocked from Garcia on his debut. Garcia's ball's a bit loose. Robertson's able to get there, the American. Goes infield to Palacios. Robertson carries his run. Palacios keeps the ball. Berg's got pressure from João Pedro. Bassi outside the centre circle. Fulham 0, Chelsea 1. And there is Oscar Bob on the ball. For Man City player. Goes in, gives it to King on the right-hand side. Castagne's there, the Belgian, the international. A lot of more possession now here for Fulham. They're paying the Blues back. The white shirt to Fulham. A very dry day in London. Not too hot, not too cold. It's a summer night. Got the final Monday in August, so no bank holiday in the UK. It's Fulham find their way inside the penalty area and score! It's 1-1 on the Thames River, and the derby is well and truly alive. It is Josh King with a quick 1-2 straight through Robert Sanchez. And once again, Chelsea are looking at their goalkeeper. And it's Arbeloa who's pointing his fist into the ground. It's game on in the Premier League on the Monday night. But the lights are on. Fulham 1, Chelsea 1. They've just been creating a bit of pressure, haven't they, Fulham? Passing the ball, pushing and pulling Chelsea. And he just threaded it through. And you thought he's going to cross there, Josh King. You thought he's going to put that back into the 6-yard box. Well, King has other plans. Plays the give and go. Goes to Castagna, lovely. 3 players out of the game. He goes for goal. And he just catches Sanchez out. Near post. Rule 1 for a goalkeeper. You can't be beaten there. Hit it 2 feet off the ground. And it's a poor goalkeeping error. He's hit it hard and low. Maybe there's a slight deflection, but he's got to be doing better. He has to be doing better there, Robert Sanchez. And all those problems out of the Chelsea fans. And people have been watching Chelsea. And we're talking about, they look strong up top. They look great in midfield. And needs work in defence. Their goalkeeper is the one that maybe will be the error. I don't like to single out goalkeepers, anybody on a football pitch. When you do see the highlights after this game, just do feel that the goalkeeper for Chelsea could do a bit better. And it's game on in this one. And Fulham, to their credit, have been able to strike Chelsea when it's been hot, and that will please their new gaffer. And it's definitely pleased those supporters in the Craven Cottage. Of course, this is a derby game. Fulham beating Chelsea last time out in the derby back in January, which was really, really good from a Fulham perspective. Of course, there is summer signings on the bench for both, included for Chelsea, Danny Welbeck, featured his 19th Premier League season, played at least once in every single campaign since 2019. Quite remarkable. So Wobie finds himself a bit of trouble. That press again with James, Palmer, João Pedro and Rodgers all on top of Fulham as soon as they get themselves into the penalty area. Javier Alonso, arms crossed, wearing a sweater, blue sweater, less tanned than his Fulham and for their Spanish counterpart in the opposite dugout. Berg tries to win it against COYI, edge of the penalty area, it's offside. Robert Sanchez there, just looking on. I think they did really well there. Fulham, Castagna in there, and it was Rodgers who just let the player go on his cold shoulder, and then Lavia, but expect the goalkeeper just put his hands on there. Maybe the pace of the goal was a bit too much. Colwell. Field now to James. Iwobi's ball picked out by Robertson. Colwell has the ball, trying to find Hatter. Oh, he's giving away Hatter. Then it's in the field towards Castagna. Castagna now looking to Oscar Bob. Lovely. It's Josh King in the penalty area. He always tries to go past the Quark. Castagna plays it back. Garcia has a shot over the bar. Is that going to go up for a corner? Actually stays alive for Fulham. And Fulham are on top down, no doubt about that. Ball down the right side of Oscar Bob. Tries to go around Hater. Hater is able to lose out. Gets the ball back to a Fulham player in Bassi. Bassi into Castagna. Outside the penalty area. Right of the D. Sandberg. Oh, it's lovely from Oscar Bob. Yields it. And Fulham now got their tails up. Garcia. Oh, what a chance. Outside the 6-yard box. Right 50 shot blocked by Lacroix. And it's the Chempons who got down low. And the crowd here at the Craven Cottage Stadium are very for it now. Last 5 minutes, or maybe possession last 5 minutes. 82 the last 5 minutes. 18%. To compare that to 82 for Fulham. Here's Bassi. Bassi infield towards Cuenca. Now to Robinson. Now Garcia. Here's the ball back. On Augusto. So it'll be a foul for Fulham. Bassi goes long, and down there goes King, who's causing so much problems for Chelsea. King hit that wide on the volley. But it was really good work from Cole Palmer, driving forward down the right. He's got a wild smile. He's in the groove. He missed the World Cup squad. He's got something to prove this season. Part of a huge catalogue of players who have a point to prove. He does so well here. The full Manchester City man clips it far post. Sorry, clips it in towards the middle of the penalty area. And Jalpo, to be honest, for a man of his quality, he should be hitting the target there, just outside the penalty spot. Should be finding the target, should be testing Nado. And that ball's going to João Pedro. You're just expecting the net to bulge and for Chelsea to retake the lead in this West London derby. But instead, they've given the ball away in the centre circle. Here is Palacios, finds the Robertson down the left side. The American puts a low ball in, looking towards Garcia. Sanchez comes out and punches it away. Goalkeeper was alert, quick to his credit. Here's Bassi though, up in front now. Here's Robertson. Many tipping Fulham to be in the relegation hunt, which really was a surprise when you think about where they've been these last few years, pushing into the top 10, being a stable team under Marco Silva. Of course, big change, losing Raul Jimenez, losing Harry Wilson, and of course losing the manager in Marco Silva's brought that stability, but they've still got some good players in the team. Iwobi, Berg, King. Yes, you've got Oscar Bob Garcia. There's a young, youthful feel to the team. There's a lot of players that can cause a lot of problems. And after half an hour, we're seeing that already. Kevin's on the bench. Still got Rodrigo Munoz, Sessegnon, Smith Rowe, Tete. These Shea Charles he's bought from Southampton. These are not mugs, sure. So Fulham is showing the doubters that he can kick ball and he can play with the ball, and they're pushing hard now here to take the lead for the first time tonight. They'll have the ball inside Chelsea's half with Bassi now down this near side, looking towards Bob. Bob just takes his time before giving the ball to King. King now to Bassi in the centre circle. It's now through to Cuenca. Cuenca now looking towards Iwobi, loose ball. Iwobi trying to put pressure on the Chempo. Chempo now back towards Malo Gusto. Fires us out. Maybe a throw in on that far side. Well, falling out to Bassi. Banker's pressed by Palmer. And Chelsea won it back. You can see what they're doing very clearly here. And here's João Pedro to Rodgers. Rodgers up against Bassey. He's got João Pedro to the right of him. Morgan Rodgers goes for goal. It's blocked. We'll come back. And it's a good save by Leno. The shot hit hard there by Reece James. And you can see what they're doing. The press. They sit back. Palmer goes. Wins the ball. Lavia follows it. He wins the ball back. It goes Lavia Palmer. And then he's able to go on the break. But Fulham do well. Now with Laquan. Now to Rodgers. Now to Malo Gusto. James. Now to towards Palmer. Laquan inside the centre circle. Fires towards COYI. Not now. It's Laquan. Ball towards the right. Laquan. Shempo down this right side for Chelsea. Free weight in the middle. João Pedro, Palmer, Rodgers, and there's out the backside. That would be a corner. Good block from Fulham. Fulham 1, Chelsea 1. Been a very good game so far. 35 gone. Chelsea just trying to reassert themselves in this Premier League game. It's taken short outside the penalty area. Here's James. Loftus to the far side. Look towards Hatter. Ball's in the middle. Lavia could save by Leno. What a chance that was for Chelsea to retake the lead. Picking out his right hand. And it was a good, fine save from the German, former Arsenal goalkeeper. So whipped in by Chelsea. Down the near side. Try by Leno. Runs back to Palmer. Palmer goes past Palacios and Palacios pulls his shirt. He's not happy about that, Cole Palmer. That's what he's doing, pulling my shirt. So if we go in. I think he wanted the yellow card. Austin McPhee is the Chelsea set-piece coach who left Aston Villa to join Chelsea's set-up. He's been shown here. Of course, we know that Arsenal, Nico Kovac, with the set play is a big thing for the champions in Arsenal. Of course, trying to replicate that. There's a free kick that comes deep, headed away by Fulham. So now with Lavia. So back to Malo Gusto. Augusto plays the ball towards the back stick, and it's now back with Sanchez. The ball in. Now looking towards Palacios. Feeds it towards Bassey. Kiwanka. Okay, switching it towards the right hand side. It's broken down. Berg. Anfield now towards Cuenca. Cuenca. To Ledo. Ledo. With the ball far forward. Looking towards Garcia. He's had a handy first 30 minutes of Premier League football. And played for Real Madrid last year, coming in the summer, the youngster. Here's Robertson. Finds a cross into the middle. There's two at the back. Stick for Fulham. It's still King. With Berg. Berg, play back to Bob. Bassi has a shot. Spirals out to Robinson. And back to Iwobi. Iwobi. Oh, nice turn by Palacios. Can he get a shot off? He can't. Here's Berg, the edge of the penalty area. Yeah, Berg finds it towards Bob. Bob heads it back to Robertson, and Sanchez will come and gather very comfortably. We'll go long looking towards João Pedro. Rogers wins it back, edge over the halfway line. So the tackle comes in there from João Pedro. And James. Fulham 1, Chelsea 1. Reece James and Kobo on the ball at the moment. For Chelsea, Marlo Gusto, it's quite quiet in this game so far. He keeps it towards Palmer. Palmer now inside the penalty area. There is Lacroix. Pull it back to hit Rogers. 2-1 Chelsea, and it's a debut goal in blue for Morgan Rogers. The iconic shivering shirt celebration is starting showed in blue. Great work from Lacroix. Another summer siding, teeing up Morgan Rogers, an Englishman. Well, he didn't need any type of invitation to find it at 117 million. Already showed his influence on debut day, and Chelsea are back in front in the West London derby. Just reasserted himself in this game. Palmer getting those pockets, played to the right where Lacroix was. He took it past two defenders. Didn't know where Leno was going. Open net. And that was tucked home comfortably by the Englishman. Lacroix kept his composure. He took Cuenca for a ride. And then just outside the 6-yard box, there was Morgan Rogers to tuck home. Such a defender, Fulham defender, gets himself there. And Javi Alonso is back celebrating. Nice work from Cole Palmer involved. Morgan Rogers delivers on debut. And for Fulham, they've got to do that all over again. Come from behind all over again. Lavia, Palmer. Now down the right now is Marlo Gusto. It's into Rogers. It's in now. With Robertson. Silver's flick, and then Jampong's be able to win the ball. There's James. Lavia. Cole. Infield to James. Lavia takes his time. There's the ball to Lacroix. Jampong now back to Palmer. Palmer. So he talks out there, and Robinson says it's my ball. Referee sees it that way as well. So laid the ball to the right. Now it's back with Iwobi. Iwobi now to Gonzalo. Now here's Lavia. They want a free kick. The Fulham players and supporters on that far side, but it's Chelsea who are moving in and continue it to the attack. Here's James. A nice little dink forward, head away by Fulham. Fulham now it's to Lavia. To Anto. Nice chance created by a player. This match is Palmer and Rogers free. It's Sandberg's got 2. They're doing so well. Robinson gives it away. Here's Palmer. Edge of the penalty area. Cole Palmer will go for goal, and he just hit that. It was wide. I don't know, it was comfortable going wide. Maybe it's going to trickle into the bottom corner. Leno take this free kick. Now back to Berg. Kick this forward. Rogers, make sure he's got the ball there. The header back from Castagna. Does find its way to his goalkeeper. Castagna. Still towards Iwobi. Both these guys are in action. In Thursday, Fulham taking on Wimbledon in the League Cup. Chelsea hosting Luton on Thursday night at Stamford Bridge. Here's Garcia. Garcia now looking towards Robinson. Robinson plays the ball back. And it's found to Chempol. Now João Pedro, good touch there. Castagna. 2 minutes added on the back end of this first half. Some goals, some spills, some real quality. Final game of the opening weekend of the Premier League season. 26-27. Bassi down the right towards just a throw in there. Bassi. Similar now to the Horse Banker. Just slowing it down for them at the moment, it seems. Castagna to Bassi. Go back to towards Iwobi now. Takes it back into the centre to Berg. Berg. To Garcia. Glacios. So Fulham just need to up it a little bit. They're happy to go into half time in this position just to control the game. We felt they could have done better for the second goal. We played the 2 minutes that have been added on the back end of this half, and no surprise that the referee's now blown his whistle. What a bright start and what a quick start it was for Chelsea. João Pedro opened the scoring 31 seconds in on the clock. Lovely ball in from Palmer to slip it in. He solid pass to Leno. Fulham got back into the game in the 23rd minute. It was Josh King firing a shot inside the penalty area where Sanchez in goal. Maybe should have done a bit better, but Morgan Rogers stamping his authority in a blue shirt. A debut goal from him, making a £117 million move from Aston Villa in the 41st minute. Good work from Lacroix as well. He's also making his Chelsea debut, who teed up Morgan Rogers to put the ball into the bottom corner. Chelsea have the advantage in the derby so far at Craven Cottage. All to play for in the second half, but Chelsea for sure Welcome back to Flash Score for the Premier League game between Fulham and Chelsea, the final game of the opening Premier League weekend, which sees Chelsea have a 2-1 advantage over Fulham at the start of the second half. No changes from both sides. Getting to team news in the second. Chelsea shooting from left to right in the second half. They took the lead in the first minute, under 31 seconds, and then Fulham were able to level through King. Chelsea scored again through Morgan Rogers on his debut. Leno in goal, back for Castagna Bassi Cuenca and Robertson. Berg and away will be the midfield two for Fulham. There's Palacios, King the goal scorer, and Oscar Bob. And up front on his debut is Gonzalo Garcia. Chelsea have the ball at the moment. Sanchez in goal. The back three of Echempong, Lacroix and Cowell, who's been booked. Haito, Lavia, James and Gusto. Haito's motoring down this left side. Palmer and Rogers in behind João Pedro. Haito up against a couple of Fulham players on that far side. Here's Morgan Rogers. A couple around him. Checked in now. Here's Lavia. Then out to James. James now to Cowell. Cowell. A bit of room. Cowell in it. In the field. Challenge now. Lavia's there outside penalty area. Trying to tee this up to João Pedro. João Pedro shoot. Blocked well by the Fulham defenders. So we've Bob. Stania. João Pedro said, just see. Ordered it away. Kiwanga. For Fulham outside the penalty area. Finds the ball to Berg. Berg. To the right side. Now looking for towards Leno. Bassi. And Bassi towards Leno. Leno to Bassi's flicks forward. Now around, and there is Oscar Bob. Cowell's there. Cowell back in field. Now Lavia. It's up to Palmer. Inside on his left foot. Palmer. Back to right. Oh, good work. Palmer still driving forward here. Cole Palmer in the penalty area. This will be a wonderful goal. He could find the bottom corner. And it's gone out of play. He's saying it took a deflection. But it'll go out for a goal kick. But that is simply wonderful from Cole Palmer. Darting between the 2 3 Fulham players. And Robertson couldn't see who it was. Just like the final touch. Make a fantastic goal. Fulham 1, Chelsea 2. On ball forward to Garcia. Infield now towards James. James has won it. To Sanchez. Sanchez. Kindis towards the left side. He's found the beautiful ball now to João Pedro. João Pedro's in the penalty area here. Finds it back to Palmer. Free! Chelsea on top. Their front three have all back tonight. Cole Palmer with the goal. Slotting that into the bottom corner past Leno. It's a long ball that came up from João Pedro, from Robert Sanchez. And it was dispatched well by Palmer. And that might be game, set, a match. Oh yeah, it's Sanchez, just a long ball. João Pedro's in his own half. He's up against Cuenca, and it's just the determination, the desire, the endeavour for Palmer, who's onside, runs on forward. Only the goalkeeper to use his left foot. You think he's going to go on his right. And he just looks up to see if there's anybody in the penalty area, and he puts it through Leno's legs comfortably into the bottom corner. And Chelsea are making a statement on the Monday night. They will be involved this season. It won't falter away like they did last. Cole Palmer looking so sharp tonight. James. Now for Fulham, found it to be a miserable derby day at the start of the Premier League season. The long ball forward for Chelsea. They're in the penalty area. Haito can make it 4-1 here. Haito swing his back. Great challenge from Robertson. Because Rogers was there waiting to tap home and make it 4. Berg. Now in towards Palacios. On the right side. Palacios. Berg. Back to Iwobi. Robinson. Ball gives it away. Now here's Palmer. Darting pass. Garcia. Good work here by Palmer. Really giving the ball away. Lovely challenge there from Fulham. Oh, the referee is actually, in fact, giving it the free kick. Looked like Castagna had actually won the ball well. Cleanly off Haito. Fulham 1, Chelsea 3. No replay of that. Oh, he got the ball cleanly. Seeing the Haito movement up top. So free kick. See Chelsea inside their own half. Lacroix. James. James now to Champong, yeah. With long. Now it's to João Pedro. João Pedro got it there. Delano. Cuenca. So play forward to Berg. Berg now looking to Bob. Accepted and it's a throw in to Fulham. Berg for Fulham inside the centre circle, shooting from right to left. Fulham is it towards Bob. Bob infield to Berg. Berg now find the ball to Bassi. Bassi side football to Cuenca. Cuenca now to Iwobi. Iwobi just need some players around him. Hands the ball to Bassi. Fulham on trying to find a way back towards this game. We can do that. The ball's inside the penalty area here. The shot comes in, saved by Sanchez. And it's another goal. Garcia 3-2. Game on. And it's another debut goal in this West London affair. Gonzalo Garcia is the player that's done it. And Sanchez again at the scene of the crime. Maybe should have been better. Yeah, beating the ball away. He wasn't. Ball was lofted into the penalty area, and there Sanchez just parried it towards Garcia. Fulham 2, Chelsea 3, 5 goals in this Premier League game on the Monday night. It's turning out to be a real cracker. Goal stands. Scores on his Fulham debut, goals for Garcia in his debut, goals Morgan Rogers in his debut. Fulham, when they've been able to have some sustained pressure in Chelsea's half, they have found a bit of joy. They have been able to get it through, and you can look at the goalkeeper for Chelsea. Fulham have been able to strike at will, and are below his team and now within a goal, and had to get the next goal to secure them being involved in this game. And they're moving forward now. Fulham down this left side. Robertson, so many blue shirts though in defence. The ball's going to be good from Robertson. Hato lets it bounce. Oscar keep it in. He can. The Norwegian, that's superb. Oscar Bob goes round Hato. Edge of the penalty area. Oscar Bob trying to venture forward, twists and turns. Here's Berg. It's the ball to the right now. Here's Castagna. Looking to the far side. Goalkeeper does get it in. Robert Sanchez, 55 gone. Fulham 2, Chelsea 3. With Robinson for Fulham. Towards Bassi. Bassi plays the ball now. Looking towards Castagna. Castagna. Got a room to Iwobi. Iwobi. Putting that ball towards Bassi. Bob. So able to go a wriggle away. Now a bit of room now for Bassi. Thinks this in. A bit of room now for King. King corner kick on that far side. So it's Bob. This in left-footed. Goes to the far side. Sanchez able to gather the ball. On this occasion, the Chelsea goalkeeper. The players around him, so he's not been able to release the ball yet. He throws it, looking towards Cole Palmer. Sets Palmer on his way. Was kicked out by Fulham. And there's defended in Cuenca. Well, Chelsea will be good going forward. No doubt about that. Front three goals between them. No surprise at all. What's that? The throw in. Played well by Fulham. It's away from King. No substitutions yet from either team. Here's the Lacroix. So lay the ball back to Sanchez. Sanchez. And the ball forward. The ball was just headed out. To take the front. Oh, they're just, well, he took too long. And of course, one part of the new rules is referee can't apply a 5-second rule. And he took too long, and referee tonight has overturned that. Fulham on their way already back in Chelsea's half. Through Garcia. He's able to hold up against Lacroix. Free kick's been given. Garcia takes it. Here's Iwobi. Berg. Laying off now towards Iwobi. Bob. To Berg. Good in the field. Towards Iwobi. Towards Castagna. Back to Berg. Pointing now to Bob. Bob finds the ball to the right side. Now King. Edged penalty of Berg. First time ball in, whipped away by Lacroix. Room for Iwobi. Robinson help on its way towards Palacios. It needs Hato to come in. Get intercept to the Chempok. Robinson on the ball back. Touching the byline. To Berg and all, giving it away now. Nigel Chelsea could be very dangerous in transition. But it's Fulham going forward here. And Oscar Bob, he's in the penalty area. Oscar Bob runs into trouble. Into a few blue shirts. Maybe should have released the ball. But it's Basti looking towards Robinson. It's overhit there. And stays 3-2 to Chelsea. Sanchez take this free kick. The camera pans to players that are not available for Chelsea today. Caicedo and Henderson, a few. Ball by Robertson. Here's Malo Gusto, low ball into the middle. That's cleared away by Fulham. James. Into the corner. Outside to centre circle. And towards James. Palmer. James now back towards the quad. Field it goes. Oh, lovely work from Rodgers. As João Pedro goes for goal, he lashes that over the bar. It's Fulham 2, Chelsea 3. It's Pedro Neto just seems to they're a bit warming up, and so's Enzo Fernandez also. Lavia infield, plays the ball back to the right now towards Palmer. Palmer approaching the byline, gathered by Leno. Leno is able to gather that and roll it out. And now it's with Iwobi. Iwobi to the right side. Berg on towards Iwobi again. Blastings trying to find that forward. Look towards King. Approaching the penalty area. All the way down to Hato. Hato back forward, and now the ref is giving the free kick to Chelsea. Fulham 2, Chelsea 3. Gonzalo is the player that's been penalised. Gonzalo Garcia. Enzo Fernandez, who of course had an interesting World Cup, got to the World Cup final, got sent off in the final, scored past England in the semi-final. It's been maybe wanting a move away, potentially could leave Chelsea in the remaining days of the transfer window, heavily linked to Manchester City and linking up with Enzo Maresco, the former Chelsea manager. So it'll be interesting to see what reaction he gets from the travelling Chelsea supporters behind the goal that they're shooting from. Lavia's off, and onto the field comes Enzo Fernandez, who won't be the crowd's favourite for either side across the country, I'll be honest, after his goal and celebration for Argentina. World Cup winner, of course, back in 2022. Finished second place this time round for Chelsea and for Argentina. Another change coming through is Chempon, and Chavirria is on to the field for his Premier League debut. So those are the changes there. Here's James talking to Enzo Fernandez, geeing him up. We're getting booed all round from the Chelsea supporters and the Fulham supporters. Well, no surprise, it's mentioned. There's the ball. Where is it now? Enzo Fernandez. It's the ball back for Chelsea. It's got a lot of making up to do with the Blues and the massive crunching challenge. Now it's with a Chempon. Is to Hatter. Palmer inside the penalty area. Chempong low ball in. He misses everybody. And the offside flag's been called. So Bob's coming off and onto the field comes Charles for Fulham. So that's the first change for them. Shea Charles made the move from Southampton to Fulham a few weeks back. He's making his debut for Fulham. So Shea Charles on, the Englishman. So down the channel. He's in field. Looking now forward towards Iwobi. Iwobi. Out of the way. Gusto on the side, it's now back. Pulls way to Enzo Fernandez, trying to throw that free to Pedro. He does. João Pedro back to Rogers. Rogers finds a bit of space now. Marlo Gusto looking to the far side. Chadiria is there. Chadiria in the penalty and lofts this back, comes in net. Maybe the option there was to tee it off to Enzo Fernandez. Here it is Garcia back to Lacroix. Lacroix gets the ball. Maybe a Fulham throw-in note's been given to Chelsea. We battle this now. Next goal so critical. Phil, next goal for Chelsea just kills the tie. The Palmer. Chempong. Now forward to Fernandez. Into Fernandez. Now towards Chempong. Chempong now to Palmer. Palmer. Squeeze through. Now back to James Fernandez. Lovely ball now in towards Chempong. Three-way in the middle. Approach the byline. It's a good ball back, but the Fulham player that intercepts well. And Fulham now look to break. Palacios. Good debut also from him so far. They're going and giving and going here. It's Palacios against Lacroix. Lacroix's got pace though to get there ahead of the Spaniard. He wants a free kick, gets a free kick. It's off there, expect a bit more contact. Chempong. Right there, Chempong. Once Marlo Gusto. Gusto. This one's out of play. That will be a goal kick for Fulham. Take on Sunderland on Sunday, the Premier League. Chelsea welcome Brighton to Stamford Bridge. We'll travel into the Champions Week on Sunday. The start of their Premier League schedule. Palmer. Back towards Fernandez. He's now on to towards Reece James. Palmer. To Marlo Gusto. Lacroix. Missing the ball to the left. Now it's with COYI. João Pedro. But goal kick for Fulham as that ball just rolls out of play. All changes for Fulham on the offer and on its way. Sessignon, Kevin being readied. Bassi, 20 to go. Chelsea took the lead through João Pedro after 31 seconds. Fastest goal ever in Premier League history in the opening game of a Premier League weekend. And then we saw a leveller coming through. Josh King will just tapped home, make it 2-1 before half time. And Palmer added to Chelsea's advantage to make it 3-1. And Garcia's giving Fulham a bit of hope shortly after that in the second half. So there's where we're up to in this game on Flash Score. This is the Flash Score audio commentary on the Flash Score website or app. You can download Flash Score on any app store, wherever you get apps from, if you're on a tablet, phone or a laptop, to keep up to date with the transfer tracker, which is being filled daily now as we get into nice bits and bobs of the transfer window. Not only football, of course, there's basketball, golf, darts, snooker, cricket and rugby union to get yourself into. Formula One, all the stats and statistics. Even American football's getting ready, the pre-season there. Everything available on this platform. Audio commentaries for selected games of different sports. As Fulham moving forward here. There's a chance here for King. Oh, he's played it wide. Almost free. Instead of going across goal, he went near post. It whistled past the left-hand post of Robert Sanchez and almost 3-3. And that's what Fulham can do so quickly. The Kopish was beaten quite comfortably, separated from his defender. And almost the leveller again from King. It might be his last involvement in the game. Josh King. Off the field comes Palacios. He had a good debut. Looks like he'll definitely be handy across the season for Fulham. You know it's Berg and Palacios that are coming off. Onto the field comes Kevin and Sessegnon. So 2 more changes there. Looking by Sanchez. First quick touches now by Kevin. And if against Chempong, could work by Chempong. He wins the free kick well against the Brazilian. Oh, another player that is linked away from a move away from Chelsea is about to come on. In Pedro Neto. Palmer gets the ball away. King more centrally now. Kopish. Back now to Sanchez. Chavria. Lacroix under pressure to Chempong. To Palmer. Malo Gusto there, Palmer driving forward. Gusto gets strength by Robertson. Wins the ball back. Robinson now has the ball. Robertson now to Iwobi, edge of his own penalty area. Iwobi dinks it. And looking towards Garcia. He's done really well in his debut as well. Oh, lovely feet from Kevin, and then there was a foul on Reece James on King, not allowing him to move forward. He said he's cheating and not happy about that. King said it was a foul. Definitely ran into James. He pulled him back, so I don't know what James is talking about. Neto has come on for Malo Gusto. So Pedro Neto onto the field for Chelsea. It's another change for Xabi Alonso. His team is less than 15 minutes away now from a debut victory Mentioned Chelsea. The ball goes into Mills. Garcia cleared away by Lacroix. Dangerous delivery coming to penalty area. Oh, Obi's down. The referee moves that away, and he's giving a booking to Bassett for diving. He's saying he didn't want to dive. Tried to win the penalty, but too much theatrics as Enzo Fernandez didn't even touch him. Basic's saying no penalty. First yellow card for a Fulham player. Goes to Bassi tonight. Now to Sanchez. But going up now, looking towards Cuenca. Into the centre. Bassi. Moving. Now back to towards Cuenca. Infield to Bassi. Now looking towards Bob. Toledo. Yeah, now to Cuenca. And goes long to Robertson. Robertson's through on goal here. If he can get this right, he can lob the goalkeeper, but he's got it all wrong. He had broken through. And all he had to do is have a bit of composure. Robertson. Sanchez was in no man's land. Was he onside? He was. The opportunity for Fulham to find themselves level in this game. Where's the ball? Robertson looking long, and they're getting joy going direct in Fulham at the moment. Here's James back to Lacroix, and the pressure from Garcia. Don't see much of João Pedro, Rogers and Palmer since Chelsea took the lead. I say took the lead when they doubled their lead, or at least extended their lead by 2. It's all Fulham now, pressing high, trying to win the battle for the ball and to get themselves back level in this game. 3-2 the score in Chelsea's favour. Robinson back now to Kevin Iwobi. Infield it goes. Now to Sestignon. Shea Charles on his debut. Charles. Ball to Cuenca. Now Iwobi. Ball to Kevin. In towards Robertson. Does find Robertson, Kevin. And he gets it back into the middle. Quar just pokes it away and does it really well because he actually finds João Pedro on the halfway line. João Pedro to Neto. Neto for a bit of room. Palmer. 30 yards away from the penalty area. Finds the ball now to the boards. Enzo Fernandez balls over the top. Cannot reach João Pedro. So Fulham 2, Chelsea 3 it remains. Iwobi. So a long ball forward into Castagne, and there is the goal kick. Going to see Quenda come onto the field. Palmer's got a little bit of a problem here. Cole Palmer just seems to be hobbling a little bit. That'll be a big blow for Chelsea. I mean, he's provided and played really well got a goal and an assist already in this game. Pass with a header. Fernandez, into the final 10 minutes we go. And it's back to Sanchez. No, Lepoint steps in to win the ball back for Chelsea before going back to the goalkeeper. There's Robertson, aggression in their play. Bassi. No, to Iwobi. Up to Kevin. Kevin outside the penalty area. Kevin battling against Cole Palmer, holding his leg. Bit of pain, and I think he might be coming off. Cole Palmer. Just got to lead himself up to his feet. Yeah. Well, Munoz is going to come on now for Robertson. So he's going for it. Rodrigo Muniz into the field for Fulham. Well, Morgan Rogers has been replaced by Quenda, and Palmer is off, and onto the field comes Esteval and also Quenda, but to make his Premier League debut. Here's Iwobi. Back, looking towards João Pedro. Sessignon blocked out. The goal kick. Morgan Rogers walking around, getting his applause from the Chelsea supporters. Sessignon. Oh, to Kevin. Iwobi. Now to Bassi. Still to that left side. Looking forward to towards the goalkeeper back to there. Can there be a chance to salvage this opening game for Fulham? We head into an opening game win for Jabi Alonso and Chelsea. They've had to work for it, that's for sure. So some defensive endeavour. We've seen the use of the squad already in the changes that have been brought on from Jabi Alonso. Shea Charles, Iwobi. Long ball forward and in behind the defence. Sessignon goes. The Champong goes to Sessignon, goes for goal, good save by Sanchez. That hard and true. Long balls causing problems at the moment. Champong getting a little hand towards that ball, but it wasn't intentional. So Kevin to swing this in. Fulham player that went to ground, no appeals. Another ball in, whipped in, cleared away by Kenda. Now battling with Gonzalo. That'll be a throw in, a free kick given for Chelsea. Sessignon towards Iwobi. Himself into trouble. João Pedro, lovely work with Pedro. If you can feed it to Quenda, you can. And Quenda's got place to burn. And Lana knows that, so he's out of his goal very quickly. The Fulham goalkeeper, and he robs the ball back into his hands. Well, second half, statistics. 5 shots for Fulham, 4 for Chelsea. 1 shot on goal on target, and that was the goal from Palmer. 4 for Fulham. So you can see that Fulham definitely being adventurous here. Here is Kevin, who challenged there, comes in for a Chempon. To the final 5 minutes now. It's Premier League game. And Fulham find a leveller late on. Here is Iwobi. Find the ball now to Bassi. Oh, that was behind. Yeah, King just behind the defender. For throw in. Below looks on. He'll be pleased the way his side's responded. Going 3-1 down, you felt that it was going to be Chelsea just going to run away with it. Here's Neto. So throwing the ball to the far side. Oh, John Pedro took it away from Quenda. Wait. It's a bit of room. Banker. And towards Iwobi. Iwobi now, in towards Muniz. Uses his right foot to spread this towards Garcia. Back him off. Neto won't take a chance. It will go and throw it to Fulham. Infield it goes. He moves that away now. Here's Kevin. He lets it play on. Here's Kevin. Kevin's looked lively since come on. Down this left hand side. Just shaky there, but Chelsea run away with it. The rest about. Towards Neto. Good interception. Yeah, and here's Iwobi. Iwobi now looking towards Shea Charles. Charles trying to release it down the line for Sessegnon, but that was intercepted well by Chelsea. But Shea Charles coming with a powerful challenge. Nearly wins it back for Chelsea, for Fulham. And Fulham are winning the physical battle. Chelsea just toiling a little bit here. But they have the advantage via that Cole Palmer goal. They might just edge it as things stand. Be touched there by the Fulham player. Now Chelsea over the halfway line. Now there from Staniak, who initially gave the ball away. It will be a free kick to Chelsea. Edging closer and closer. Lacroix to Sanchez. To Lacroix it goes. Lacroix opens his body and goes long. Search for Pedro Neto. It's a miss hit by Sessegnon, and he concedes the corner kick, and that's really disappointing for Ryan Sessegnon there, because it allows Chelsea to wind down the clock and maybe play in the corner. Yeah, but we're in the 90th minute now. Fulham 2, Chelsea 3. So throw in for Fulham. Try to keep the ball on the corner flag, doesn't work for Chelsea. Sessegnon now going to ball down this near side. It's thrown up. So with Muniz, Muniz. Back with Sanchez. Sanchez up. Wrong. Towards Pedro. Pedro's a good header forward. Now looking towards Kenner. Kenner to finish it. Good save by Leno. It comes back to Pedro. João Pedro. The offside flag as it come up. It has. Stands. It's Fulham 2, Chelsea 3. 4 minutes added on. He was offside initially. João Pedro was Quenda offside. Yeah, he was. There was offside, so that's why. And João Pedro lashed that home. The right decision. Wide up now towards Kevin. It's going to be a throw in to Chelsea. 4 minutes added on in the first minute of that at the moment. So throws the ball forward. Tipped on. Played by Bassi. He tries to dangle the balls. Heavy foul by Garcia. And Enzo Fernandez. So Cole Palmer's been towards Leclerc, throwing the ball forward. Now looking towards Morgan Rogers, to João Pedro, and cleared away. That's back with Chempo. Chempo now feeds the ball to Wobi, giving the ball away. Chelsea defender there. Rider's got no one around him, so he'll be able to clean up for Chelsea. Back to Sanchez, which is able to, under no real pressure, kick it up the field. Give it back to Bassi. And Fulham generate a final opportunity in this game. Now Cuenca flipping that ball forward towards King. Does fall to Garcia, edge of the penalty. Garcia has a shot. That's well by Lacroix. It's way forward now to Iwobi. Session darting to the far side. See him. Playman was pushed down. It's back with Charles. But him now just hovering and probing outside Chelsea's arm. Penalty area, I should say. As I say, that and give the ball away. And Esteban's motoring down the right hand side, but his touch is heavy and it's back with Leno. And the Chelsea got in the Fulham goal. Leno. Towards Bassi. Shepherds the ball to the right side. He gives it away to Kenda. And here's Enzo Fernandez has the ball. Enzo Fernandez looking towards João Pedro. It's now with Bassi. Takes a few tight touches, and now with Shea Charles to Cuenca now to Charles, getting the ball, and just a lovely touch there. And now it's back with Esteval running the ball around. Pedro gives it towards Neto elects just to go to the corner flag, hold the ball up. He doesn't do that, he gives it away. Session, then he battles back to win it back, Pedro Neto, and then he goes forward. Pedro Neto trying to wrap it up. It's the side net. Sometimes the best form of attack is defence, trying to play safe. And there's not going to be much time left now in this one. So they go long for the ball here. Pedro Neto stood away. We played for 4 minutes of added time now. Chelsea are looking like they're going to be able to claim victory on opening day. Unless there's a late shot comes in from Younes, that might just be it. We're seeing that Fulham are going to pull an equaliser. It's Chelsea who win the West London derby on the opening Monday of the Premier League season. João Pedro opened the scoring after 31 seconds. Josh King equalised after 23 minutes. Morgan Rogers on his debut. We put Chelsea back in front to make it 2-1. Cole Palmer, 4 minutes after half-time, extended Chelsea's lead, put him in a comfortable position. Less than 10 minutes, Garcia was able to get a direct debut goal for himself to make it 3-2. Fulham huffed and puffed, but Chelsea were able to hang and stay strong. And it's a opening weekend win for Xabi Alonso and Chelsea. Hard-fought win, you must say as well. Fulham, well in this game, showed enough fight that they'll be all right this season under or below it. It finished here, Fulham 2, Chelsea 3 at Craven Cottage. Xabi Alonso's team.